Hello everyone, it's your Postmod Eco Gorilla here with tips for anyone that needs a bathroom anywhere. I'm going to run you through our latest design process on the composting toilet and show you some real results. Okay, so it's been 7 years of working on the property and the needs of off-grid development are ever clear. You have to have a crew of happy, watered, fed, and relieved folks if you want to make any progress. Achieving that sweet relief in an off-grid setting is always an immediate challenge. And I've found after two different approaches, any kind of luxury is expensive. I started with a stool-like throne over a trench on skids made from leftover greenhouse lumber and a new toilet seat. It worked for a time and was really cheap, but capacity was far too low for the real needs of more than a couple people. I then had the opportunity to get a porta potty service for a while. It was really nice to have a much cleaner hands-off experience, but the expenses were adding up way too fast. There were times in the winter when I knew a single use cost a couple $100 because I was out there so infrequently. Also, have you ever been in a porta potty on a hot day? A shit oven comes to mind. The environmental impact of all those chemicals is also very dubious. A new solution was needed in the interim before I had a real septic system out there. My crew did researching on composting toilets and found a great European design we wanted to mimic. It uses a fixed toilet seat and platform with a swappable waste bin. The idea is that you have multiple bins so you can just change out the bin when it gets full of sawdust and waste, then let microbiology work on the contents a whole year and then only dump it when it's relatively inert. We're going to try this method as it fits my budget and feels smarter than a trough or chemical stew. The final design came together after a few tweaks. We started with a 3-foot footprint but went wider to accommodate real bodies and match what sizes of materials were available. Because remember, adult Legos are about 4 feet by 8 feet. We went with concrete base pedestals as my contractor friends swear they will last longer than a 4x4 pre-treated post set in concrete. Then built a 2x6 rim joist platform with 2x4 stud framing using secondhand hardware. It will eventually be made palatial, but for now donated plywood is keeping the walls up. The budget was mostly spent on 2x4 lumber, the pads, and roofing. To collect water off the roof, we're choosing specific materials after some hard lessons. I've used asphalt shingles, but they shed way too many toxins. Galvanized and corrugated metal is being used for higher quality collection. This water will go to a hand washing station and bring hydration to that corner of the property. Gosh, think about it. According to UNICEF and the WHO, about 50% of the world doesn't have a flush toilet or access to sanitary sanitation. We all need to keep clean to stay healthy, and there are so many ways we've gone about solving this fundamental need. This fairly easy design costs about $200, has minimal handling of waste, does not smell, does not pollute. It's pretty amazing so far. I'll get back to you with results in a few cycles and tell you how the turning of the earth is. In the meantime, feel free to download the PooPalace model at the link below and let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. I hope this permaculture technology shows you that we can be more independent from the grid and other oppressors. So remember, when capitalism makes you feel like a shit, you can always do better than just digging a hole. I suggest making a composting toilet.